Shaivism says, from the point of view of Shakti, if you feel contracted, that means you have an impure understanding about yourself. In your mind, you have an impure understanding about yourself. What are the impurities that we have? And the three main impurities that they talk about. Three notions that we have that limit us, that limit our potential. The first notion, the foundational notion on which all the other impurities are based, is the notion of imperfection. So I am imperfect. It's a primal feeling that I am not perfect, that I am isolated. I'm separate, I'm small. Whatever word you want to use, but this feeling of being very tiny and separate from everything else is the root of all impurities. So given that, then the others naturally follow. Once that takes root, then there's naturally the feeling of separateness, high and low differences. Yeah, there's if I'm imperfect, then others are imperfect too. So that is naturally projected outside, and you see, if I'm separate, then others are separate too. Others are different, and there's a hierarchy that's established. That this is better, this is worse, this is high, this is low, this is what I should be, this is what I should not be. And there's a like and dislike that's created in the mind. The first feeling of imperfection is at a feeling level. The term uses ichha, at will, you could say, but people mean different things when they use the word will. But it's at the heart of being. So that feeling is not at the mind level. It's just, you can't even think about it. It's just there, Kyo.
Question.
Yeah.
Are you saying that the duality, the experience that we have most of the time, is an intellectualization of that feeling, that primal feeling?
Yeah, absolutely.
It becomes symbolic and abstracted as an idea.
Mm-hmm.
And it arises first from that feeling.
Absolutely.
The feeling gives birth to the perspective of duality.
Absolutely. Yes. Well put. So that feeling is, again, deeper than the mind. It's the root of the mind. It's why the mind is in the first place. The mind is an instrument then. So this feeling gives rise to the mind. The mind is an instrument which sees differences. It is the nature of the mind that sees differences. So the second feeling of differences of high and low is mental. It's the way the mind functions. And on that, obviously, is built the actions that we perform through the body, through the senses. So we have heart, mind, and the body. These are again the triad that we're working with here. Heart, I'm imperfect. The mind, differences, high and low. And the body, then once that is established, that there's all these differences and things to do, then through the senses and the body, we want to do. So that's the doership aspect. So this is the natural flow of impurities. These are the three impurities, and any other impurities are just offshoots of these three. The last two being, you could say, the trunk and the branches, and the first being the root. So that's the tree of lack of knowledge that we're dealing with here. So it's saying, open your eyes. Don't keep it open, don't keep it closed. Open it, close it. And in fact, it says it should be simultaneous. That I bow to one who can do this simultaneously. Keeps his eyes open and closes it. Keeps it open and closes it at the same time. Looking outside but gaze inside is the actual translation. That looking outside but gaze inside. Because everything, if it comes all from that seed, if everything is from that, if we actually believe it, if we don't have the conviction, that's another thing, but if we actually believe that these sages have something to say and that everything is a manifestation of that, then anything can be used. Suffering can be used as a teacher, pain can be used as a teacher, people can be used as, everybody is a teacher, every animal, every plant is a teacher, all aspects of nature. Our own thoughts, our own limiting thoughts, and that's one of the sutras, that our own mind that drives us crazy is actually trying to teach us something. It's creating, it's maintaining, it's destroying, it's dissolving, it's concealing, it's doing all these things that the Lord does, that Shiva does. Because it's all a reflection of Him. So if we don't, the responsibility is actually thrown in our lap, that if we can't see the world as a mirror, as a means to know the self, the problem is ours, it's not the world. There's no problem with the world. Everything is as it should be, everything is perfect, everything happens for the best, as Baba used to say. If we can't see that, then something's wrong with our eyes. And that's why it says, open your eyes, unmesha, look at it. And then it says that this trick actually is, it's a trick. Lakshmanju, one of the last proponents of Kashmir Shaivism in the lineage of Shaivite sages, he used to say that this trick is transmitted by the Guru. This trick to see everything as a means to recognize, to understand yourself, and eventually to recognize yourself.